Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for December 8th. We're going to first take a look at the US-Japanese yen pair. I'm expecting this pair to move between 93.63 and as low as 92.27. Now look for some resistance to come in around 93.37 and look for support pretty much at this same level of 92.27. Now let's take a look at the Euro-USD pair. This particular pair, we have the market moved pretty much up to our range, the top of our range today at 129.56. Now I am looking for resistance a little bit higher at 129.70. Also look for support at 128.48. And our low range is at 126.23. Now, if you recall, yesterday we had an inside bar on Friday that was created, and we were looking for it to go short. However, the market did not go short. It went long. If you took the long trade, buying 1 pip above this session's high, exiting at a number of places that would have been previous resistance, you would have made a profit off that. Now switching over to the pound US dollar pair, this particular pair we were looking for it to go long, and as you can see, we had an inside bar that was formed on Friday, and we bought at 148.14, and we were looking for it to move as high as 148.80, which indeed it did do. Now what we're looking for today is this market to move as high as 149.16, which it pretty much has moved, opened up at, and as low as 145.84. Now look for some resistance to come in around 149.87 and look for support around 148.00. Let's take a look at the Swiss, the US-Swiss pair. This particular pair I'm expecting to move between 122.09 and on the lower side 119.80. Look for some resistance to come in around 120.94 and look for support around 1.2000. This pair also formed inside bar today. If you notice, we have Friday's session, we have Monday's session closed within that range, so we could look for a breakout to the upside, although we do have this previous resistance that we ran into. That would be a very good target, and this session's high would be a very good target. So both of these, if it does move higher, it's going to have to travel a very long ways to get there, so I don't anticipate that occurring. I actually think this session will move within this session's range to form another inside bar, possibly move a little bit outside of that, somewhere within our range there. If it does break to the downside, you can look for this spot of support, previous support, as an exit for that particular trade if it does move lower. It's just something to keep an eye on, not necessarily that it's going to happen right away. Something else that I'm keeping an eye on, I wanted to show you all real quick, is the US Canadian dollar. This is a little more risky of a play, especially due to the fact that their rate decision is going to be announced tomorrow at 9. But if you notice, we had previous resistance that was broken, and it was broken and then pulled back and closed lower. Whenever you see this particular pattern occur where we have previous resistance broken and then it closes lower, or previous support broken and it closes higher, it's basically a signal that the market is going to move in the opposite direction. It's swinging around essentially, and you can do a swing trade off of it. If you take this low, kind of getting into this one late, to be honest with you, I like seeing a trade off of the bar that signaled it, which would be this one, and making this play, which would have been a large move down. But however, if this particular session moves below this low, definitely look for it to move lower down to roughly this point. You can look at this low and the open and the close of this session and the open of this session, kind of this general area. Look for support in there to exit on. So that's just some things I'm looking at for today. As far as news announcements for tomorrow, like I said earlier, we have the Bank of Canada releasing their rate decision at 9 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. And the consensus is they're going to drop their rates from 2.25% down to 1.75%, which would, overall be negative for their dollar. However, everyone is dropping rates. So as far as the effect, the traditional effect of dropping rates, I don't know if that will hold up due to the fact that everyone's dropping rates. Well, that about does it for today. Until tomorrow, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.